Alright, what is up guys? We're back again with another video. You already know we're knocking out the Withering Waves content. And this video is just gonna be some tips and tricks, the do's and the don'ts. At least everything that I've gotten so far. I guess most of these things are subject to change. I didn't get the beta, so this is just stuff I've been researching and searching up and all that. So I'm just here to let y'all know what I've found. So one of the first things I want to get into, which should be obvious, but not everybody does it. I'm talking like up everything from the goddamn twigs to the chest to the grass to the mint. Get mint picking if you need to. Make sure you grab everything. That also includes like your side quests and everything you may run across. I definitely wouldn't recommend ignoring them. Grab them. You'll probably get them done while doing something else. If not, you can go out of your way later and do them. It's a lot better to have them like in your little quest book than running around the map randomly trying to get that shit. That sounds like mad work that you don't want to have to do. That also counts for your little Pokemons, or echoes as they're called. You want to make sure you're killing everything along the way, everything you can kill at least. Kill them because you want to try and get your the echoes of the things you're killing. You guys don't know what echoes are, they're like the artifact system in this game. And like, so the first echo you equipped, it gives you like a special ability. And the thing with the echoes is you want to like match the echo with your character. So say if you have a fusion character you like using, you're gonna want to give him a fusion echo. So like, you already know, you're just matching the goddamn colors at that point. Pretty simple. Like, another thing you can do is you can capture bosses as well. You can get echoes for the bosses, which is pretty goddamn cool. I really like that shit. That shit is really amazing. And so you can get those. You can get normal variants. I think there's 3 variants for the echoes. There's like the regular ones, I think 1 star, 3 star, and then like 5 star. You can get like a default one. You can get purple, you can get blue, and you can get a legendary yellow. So obviously you're gonna want to farm. You're gonna want to try and get your yellow. I don't think you can get yellow ones off rip or legendary ones off rip as they're called. You need to get your, I think it isn't your union level. But yeah, there's I forgot what the level is called, but you gotta basically level it up. You level up by just capturing shit, so that's why I said I want you to just capture absolutely everything. Everything you kill, see if you get an echo. If you don't, unlucky, keep it pushing, kill the next one, try and get an echo for that one. So the echoes, like, they take up slots in your character. And like, I think for your starting character, or well, not your character itself, but before you level up the thing by capturing echoes, your like little terminal, I think. So before you level it up, your character is gonna have 8 space. And as I told you before, echoes take up space as like, I think 1, 3, and 5. And I think you can hold up to 5 echoes. You will only be able to use the cool ability from the one that's equipped in your first slot. So usually you want to have like your biggest badass one there that matches with your character. But eventually you can go up to 12. So it goes 8, 10, 12. And obviously the more you progress and level up your shit, the more echoes you're going to be able to hold. Or I guess the power, you'll get more slots. So that's one of the main things I wanted to talk to y'all about, the echoes. They're very important in this game. As I said, they're like the artifact. If you play Genshin, they're like your artifact set. You're going to be helping your shit ton with your damage. Obviously, you're going to be farming for the substats on your echoes, and you're going to need a better rarity echo. So another thing that I wanted to warn y'all about as well is, so we're getting 2 free weapon packs. So one of them we got for like, I think it's the pre-subscription or the pre-register, because we had a certain amount of people register. We get a free 4-star weapon selector, and then at level 45 or union rank 45, you get a 5-star weapon selector. So what I'd recommend is don't use them right away, especially the legendary one. I know it might be a little bit jumpy, 5-star weapon and everything. I wouldn't recommend using them right away. Same thing with a 4-star. Maybe hold it for a bit and wait, because you're going to be rolling on the banners. You never know, maybe you get lucky, get a 5-star early, or maybe you get lucky, get a 4-star early. You don't really want to ever just use them right away. I'd recommend wait for a little, see what character you like, get a character, feel them out, figure out what character you like. Don't just like sprint and open any random box just for like a little, just for a character you're playing at the moment. Try to see if you can find a character you like before you open it. And also I'd recommend like open them like after you wish on a banner, because once you wish on a banner, you have a chance to get your weapons from there as well. And say you get a weapon from there, that's one less weapon that you need to grab from the box. All right, same thing with the legendary one. For the legendary, it's a lot lower chance of you getting a legendary weapon unless you're whaling. you're whaling, this doesn't really matter to you, I guess. But if you're not whaling and you didn't get a legendary weapon, find a character you like, and then you can like get a legendary weapon that can help that character out. So that's what I want to talk about with those. Now another thing I want to talk about is like resource management, because I know this can be a big problem early, a very big problem early as well, and it can like really mess you up in the early game, slow you down as well. Don't go around like leveling every character. I know you're gonna want to try every character and you're gonna want to use them. They all look cool and shit, obviously. But one of the things you can do is there's a test run for characters. For like all the characters, you can like get a little test. They give you like a little like pre-built one. I don't think it's like built anything crazy, but it's like a little tutorial. And what that will do is it will give you like a feel for the character. And if you really want to level, I wouldn't say take them past 20. Kind of like if you played Genshin before, just give them the nice little love tap of XP. Get them to the first little checkpoint, and then you can just test them out there. I wouldn't recommend going past that, because then you're just going to be using too much resources that you could be putting towards another character that's going to help you in this game. Because in this game, the combat is pretty damn hard, and the end game is pretty goddamn hard as well. So you're going to want a really good carry for that, which is where that legendary weapon is going to come in, and like not wasting your resources on every single random character is also going to play a big part. So another thing you shouldn't do is level every weapon. It goes the same way like the characters. You don't want to go out of your way to level every single weapon. Obviously, for obvious reasons, same reason as your character. You don't want to waste all your early game resources. Another thing with your weapon though is you don't want to synthesize all your weapons. For like your brown, like your default tier, like your green or blue tier, that's fine. That's not that bad. But for like your purples, say you get like a duplicate purple, I wouldn't recommend synthesizing it to get a better, like, I guess, damage out of the buff that comes on it. Because most times you're gonna need like more than one of those weapons. Like another character can use it while another character is using it. So if you synthesize them both and you only have one weapon, it's just gonna sit on one character. But if you didn't, you'll have multiple, so you can put it on other characters you want to use, right? But if there's no characters and then you feel like synthesizing it is all the purpose you can get out of that weapon, then that's fine. And again, that only really applies to like legendaries and purples. Anything under that, I feel like you're gonna be getting like quite common, as long as you're rolling on weapon or rolling on banners, which I feel like everybody wants a cool ass character. Now, we covered the echoes. You don't want to really spam level all of them randomly as well. You save up your shit until you can get to the legendaries and purples. Same with the weapons, same with your characters. Just don't waste your resources. Control your resource management. Don't get yourself behind because you feel jumpy and you want to just level this thing out of nowhere. Another thing what's really good about I guess since we're talking about the characters and weapons, let's talk about the banners while we're at it. So the banner in this game, instead of 90 pity like Genshin, the pity in this game is 80, which is 10 less, which is quite significant, honestly. But one thing I wanted to warn you about is like, say you're rolling, I know everybody's gonna be rolling and you're excited and you keep getting these like afterglows is what it's called, and you're gonna want to use them to buy more wishes so you can wish on a banner to try and get another character. I would highly recommend against doing that. You really don't want to like waste your afterglow, because in this game, as long as you've gotten one copy of a character, once you save up enough afterglow, you can use that to get a constellation of a character, which is going to be way better than like a few wishes or trying to get a new character with like a few extra wishes. Because constellations in these games really make a big difference, and if there's a character you really like, you're going to want to make them as strong as possible. That's afterglow and wishing on your banner. So one thing I want to talk about again is get used to the movement in this game. This game's movement is really nice. It feels like, I guess, very free, especially the wall running. Like, while it does consume a lot of stamina, like for just like short ridges and stuff like that, you can just instantly just run over them. You can like backflip in this game. You can like mantle sometimes. I recommend just mess around and moving a little bit, get used to it. And while we're talking about movement, let's talk about that combat system. So in this game, it's not really like Genshin. You're not gonna really be smashing every button, just rolling your head across the keyboard and expecting something to happen. While that might work on the lower enemies, once you go up and you face like stronger enemies, that's not really gonna work. You're gonna want to learn how to counter. You're gonna want to learn how to iframe or parry, because when you do that to the boss, you get like extra damage, you get openings, so you can do more damage. It's very beneficial. So this game is gonna reward you a lot more for that like patient play style where you learn the boss, learn to dodge, learn to parry. Basically, like one of those Elden Ring type shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. So another thing I wanted to talk about, touch on, is for your guys' map. While you're going around the map for your little Oculuses, I have no goddamn clue what they're called in this game. They're little like things you pick up. You guys should know what they are. Little Oculuses. What I recommend you guys do, if you pick one up, pin that shit. Because nothing is more annoying than later on when you're missing like 1, 2, 5, 10 or those Oculuses, and then you can't find them, and then it's like one that you've picked up, and then you're going backtracking through places you cleared. Just put a little pin on your map. It will save you a shit ton of time later on and a lot of goddamn struggles that nobody wants to go through. That's honestly most of everything I wanted to talk about. This isn't like a super long video. I just wanted to touch on like basically just the do's and don'ts, little tips and tricks, some stuff that came to mind, some stuff that I had to research. And since I've played Genshin, I played a little bit of Star Rail before, this is some like common knowledge for those games, but I know there's gonna be like new players to this game, so I just wanted to drop some of the information out there. And with that being said, I'll be seeing y'all on the 22nd. I'll have a good day. Peace out.